Yeah, Sarah Haynes got kicked off set after a bad altercation with Don Lemon. One of the ladies on The View got into a fight with Don Lemon and they kicked her off the set. Oh boy, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Let's get into this video. So be it.
What's up, squad? Back with another video. I seen the titles went out. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. I want to check this episode on The View. I want to check it out just for the simple fact you get a lot of lies. There's a lot of things that I want to show y'all. But Don Lemon is on The View. Let's check it out.
In January, you were arrested and charged by the DOJ with 2 counts of criminal conspiracy against the right of religious freedom after you were reporting on a protest inside a Minnesota church. A few days after the protest, you were then in LA covering the Grammys, and they arrested you in your hotel. Federal agents came and did it.
Yes.
So you see these guys coming at you. You're thinking, who is that?
Whoopi, I didn't see them coming.
You didn't see them
I got on the elevator. You know, you
Right.
turn, you hit the button, and as
Right.
I was hitting the button, someone grabbed me, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm being mugged."
Right.
And I thought I was being mugged, so I started. It was jostling. I started
right.
pulling back. They're like, "We're federal agents. We're here to arrest you." I'm like, "For what? Where's the warrant?" Right?
Yeah.
And so we had a bit of a struggle because I wanted to see a warrant. They didn't have it.
They didn't have the
They
warrant?
didn't have it. And so they went outside to get an FBI agent. They showed that he brought a picture of a warrant on the phone.
He brought a picture of a warrant.
Picture of the warrant.
So now you can go and arrest somebody and hold up a picture and say, so can we do can we as normal people say, hey, I'm an FBI agent, here's my warrant, you go to jail?
Well, it's very similar to, what happens is
Do you currently receive government benefits, such as Medicaid, SNAP food stamps, SSI, or wait, Federal Public Housing Assistance, Pell Grants, or does your income fall under the Federal Poverty Guideline? If you answered yes, apply now with AirTalk Wireless to receive a free iPhone, Samsung Galaxy device, and more. You also receive free 5G high-speed internet, plus free monthly cell phone service through a government-funded benefit called the Lifeline and Affordable Connectivity Program. Qualifying subscribers may also be eligible for a tablet. This offer comes with no contracts, no monthly bills, and no hidden fees. AirTalk Wireless, connecting Americans. Visit airtalkwireless.com to apply now.
For those who are wondering, this is the warrant right here. It's nothing. What they try to do is, and I know that some people know that it obviously is a warrant there, but what people try to do, like they're doing, is they're trying to make it seem like there wasn't a warrant, and it's fake, and it's this and it's that. That's what they're trying to make it do, and it's sad that they're doing that, or they even have to do that. You know what I mean? But they're doing that because they know it's a lot of people that don't do their own research. There's a lot of people that just follow what, okay, this person said this person said, and do that, and it becomes something else because that's what people tend to do. They do things like that, and it's truly crazy that they tend to do that, and they try to brainwash and try to move people to a different direction, and it's not like that at all. It's literally the arrest warrant right here. Count 1 and 2. Count 1, conspiracy against right of religious freedom of place of worship. Court 2, injure, intimidate, interfere with exercise of right of religious freedom at a place of worship. So everything is right there. I'm telling y'all. But they try to sit there and they do their best to basically, like I said, brainwash, because there's a lot of individuals that obviously isn't going to pay so much attention to those things. You know what I mean? At all.
So some of the folks in Minneapolis
Yeah.
and beyond,
Yeah.
they had, instead of you having a judicial warrant, they had, I forget what they call it, another kind of warrant.
A phone warrant.
Administrative warrant. Thank
A
you.
chat
Leave it to-
GPT mocked up.
Yeah, so look, mine was real apparently,
Right.
but here's the thing. When I heard Todd Blanche and Pam Bondi and others talking about this, I got an attorney.
Right.
And my attorney emailed them and said, hey, if you guys are serious, let's do this right.
Yeah.
He'll turn himself in.
Yeah.
They call it self-report.
They didn't want to do that.
Didn't respond.
No.
I think they did it once. He did it once, maybe twice, but they did not respond.
Yeah.
And they sent, I don't know, 12, 15, maybe 20
People.
agents.
Right.
It's a waste of taxpayer
The more
dollars.
expensive
Because
option. And the more theatrical.
all they had to do was, hey, Mr. Lemon, turn your
Waste of taxpayers' dollars should never come out of none of their mouths.
stuff in. Okay, where do I go? What's the address? I'll be there in however many minutes.
And federal prosecutors do that, and the Justice Department does that to send a message and to intimidate and to harass. And it's
Can I
unfortunate,
tell you
my
something?
friend, that you went through that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Sonny, I've
Bullshit.
been leaning on Sonny for counsel just as a friend. No legal stuff, but just as a friend.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They do it because they want to embarrass people, because they do it with everyone. They want to embarrass
Correct.
you.
It's
They
called a
want to
perp
humiliate.
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as my friend, who is also an attorney, said that they gave you the N-word treatment.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is
Really?
correct. Well, let me ask you
Yes.
this,
She said.
because we've known each other for a long time. Our offices were across the
Why they have to
road.
make everything about race? They gave him the N-word treatment, bro. Like, why? You did something. You got arrested for it. And that's what it is. Why do they always... Because, like, I truly don't get that. And he wasn't the only one arrested.
At CNN from each other the whole way. And I've seen you report on the ground. We reported together in Ferguson. And so what I saw on tape was just you doing your job, and you do it extremely well. You were charged along with another independent reporter named Georgia Fort. And you know, we've talked about it. You've said that this case is bigger than you, and that you do feel that you are specifically being targeted by this administration.
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, I mean, the president has been talking about me forever. When you were at CNN, you know, he would call me the dumbest man on television.
Yes.
He'd tweet about me. I'm not on Twitter.
Isn't that funny? He calls us the same
Same thing, right? But you know, every
He
accusation.
calls you the dumbest man on television and misspelled it.
But I feel like that's wild, though, that a person can say, like, somebody calling you, like, or just calling President Trump out and saying that, because I feel like there's a lot of people that think that way.
Yeah.
And I think the dumbest man on television, he presented himself last night.
Yeah.
That was the evidence of it.
Yeah.
But every accusation is a confession with this.
That's true.
Whatever they say about someone
Yeah.
else, you know, it's usually about them. Like, look at what they say about how they, you know, demonize trans people. And then you have, whatchamacallit, with the boobs, Kristi Noem's husband.
Noem's
So,
husband.
yeah, every accusation.
Allegedly. Why do you think, though, that it's bigger than you are?
Because they're trying to put a chill on journalism. Now, listen, full transparency, you guys work here, you work at ABC, you know the pressure that journalists and hosts and people who are on television or in the broadcast medium, you know the pressure that we are under. And I include independent media in that. Some things you cannot say, everything is vetted. The administration, they're afraid that they're going to be sued by the administration, or, you know, and then look at what happened to me.
Because I feel like it's not even that you have to watch what you say. Sometimes you do, depend on like how bad it is and like what it is actually. But the things that they're doing it. They're taking a different route. And what I mean by taking a different route, they're actually doing things like spreading out lies, giving false information. That's what they're doing.
Journalists are now afraid that they're going to be arrested for doing their job. So, yeah, I think that I was targeted. But I think this is bigger than me, because the moment the government starts telling you where you can go to report, who you can report on, what you have to say, a la Pete Hegseth at the Pentagon, you have to show us what you're putting out there before you do it, then the whole thing is over. There is a reason that the First Amendment is first. It is a bedrock of our Constitution.
Yeah.
All right, well, on that note, I was told if I don't read this verbatim, we're all getting sued. So, according to reporting by ABC News sources close
Why
to
do
the
they keep
president.
on switching different women? Like, what is this?
If you're struggling with depression and not feeling the comfort and peace that you need, I invite you to meet with missionaries like me from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We can help you lift your burdens through the gospel of Jesus Christ, which has a message of love, hope, and comfort for you. If you are interested in meeting with missionaries in your area, click on the link below.
This It's like the fourth or fifth person I didn't seen that just hopped on a View like it was
They're
just like
saying
they just
that
replaced
they have privately discussed potentially removing Pam Bondi as Attorney General because of the backlash from his base over the handling of the Epstein files and the effectiveness of the DOJ to target his foes. What do you think of this?
Well, look, I saw it coming. And I've been saying on my show, when Kristi Noem was demoted or fired or whatever it is you want to call it,
She was repositioned.
She was repositioned to, I don't know,
other
Siberia,
continent?
who knows what the title is. I said, well, I think Pam Bondi is next, especially after that performance in front of Congress and the Senate.
Yeah.
I said, I think, any other president would say, what was that? She obviously thought it was good. The Dow is at 50th or whatever.
No other president would have had her in that position.
Thank you very much.
But she's fine. Her husband might win Drag Race next year.
No,
that's Kristen.
That's
No,
Pam
wrong
Bondi.
one.
Yeah,
I'm
wrong.
talking
Well, you
about
said.
Pam Bondi.
Oh, I thought you just said.
Yeah.
Kristen. I'm sorry.
So
I know you said the wrong person. They thought, obviously, she thought that was something that just.
See, the people on The View like to talk shit. Don Lemon like to talk shit. And everything, but then when they get their ass chewed out, or called out about it, oh, they want to play the victim. Oh, they want to play the... Oh, I was the victim being targeted by Trump and his people. Really, fuckers? You really want to fucking play that fucking card game, man? Come on, motherfuckers. Shit. Tell you, man. These Democrats and the people on The View want to fuck around and find out. When they do fuck around and find out, they want to play the race card. They want to play the victim. They want to go on to CNN and all these other candy asses news stations and want to play victim. Which I find it's funny that these Democrats talk a big fucking game in public, but when they get confronted about something, they flip, they trip over themselves, they throw each other on the bus instead of taking accountability for what they said. Prime example, the dictator of Venezuela dared Trump to come get him. Dared Trump to come get me. I dare you. I dare you. And Iran, the terrorist leader of Iran, was threatening to kill America, threatening to kill Trump, kill a lot of American people during Obama, Biden, and Bush administration and everything. And then when Trump took him out, all the Democrats wanted to say, oh, that ain't right to do that. Oh, that ain't right. That's wrong. Well, 47 years, the Iranian dictator was threatening to kill U.S. America. 47 fucking years. And nothing was done about it. Bush could have done something, didn't do it. Obama could have done something about it, he didn't do it. Bill Clinton should have done something, they didn't do about it. Biden did something, didn't do it. Only one person done something about it, and y'all want to bitch about it. Trump did more for American people than those 4 fucking presidents did combined. Combined, damn it. And they want to bitch about it. Why? Because Trump did something they didn't want to do. Now let's go back to this video and listen to these bitches and this bastard Don Lemon talk.
No, something.
But
one never knows who won.
Also,
But I saw it coming, and I said she will probably be next, but maybe she has more job security because she knows what's in the Epstein files, and she has been holding the line with the
that's
Epstein
right.
files with him.
Of course.
But they're
Maybe,
saying
you know that's
reportedly,
true.
yeah,
You know it's true.
that
Okay.
is that this is real. That
Well,
so we'll see.
Don, we have to bring up one of my favorite people, your husband Tim. So when he left court with you, social media blew up, saying he was like Kevin Costner in The Bodyguard.
He sure
was. So everyone needs. I love him. Everyone needs a Tim in their life. Tell us about what his support means
Well,
to
he
you.
laughs. There's another picture too. He says, "I'm looking like it's the end of the world," and you're like carefree, like nothing is happening. So I was thinking, this is right when we first walked out. I was thinking, like, what are all these people like? I was just shocked by the number of people that were asking me questions. There were photographers who were falling down the stairs at one point, and so I had no idea what was going on because I had been in a holding room for about 12 hours.
Yeah.
And so when I walked out, it was just a throng of media, helicopters, and I was like, for me, like, what is going on here?
Wow. Yeah.
And,
well, they do flybys for Kid
but
Rock.
he was squeezing. So I had my wedding band on this hand, and he was squeezing. You know, someone squeezes. So I was like, ow! I was like, Jim, you're hurting me. And he was just like adamant about it.
Yeah. He's a ride or die.
Yeah, he is ride or die, and he is Kevin Costner, handsome as Kevin Costner. And, and hey, look, before, can I tell you the story of this bracelet? Because
on that note, I'm gonna leave that alone. Keep my comments to myself, be cool, and leave it at that. Talked about Pam Bondi here, and they love to do things like this. They love to say things like this. Me personally, I know a lot of people actually had, a lot of things to say about Pam Bondi, of course. And I, in a sense, you can't really blame a lot of people when they have problems, when they're, obviously it's something that's going on. They feel like somebody's not doing their job. They feel this way. They feel that way. I completely get it. Trust and believe, I completely get it all the way. Truly. But you have here, President Trump actually posted and said Pam Bondi is a great American patriot and a loyal friend who faithfully served as my Attorney General over the past year. Pam did a tremendous job overseeing a massive crackdown on crime across our country. I have to watch what I say. Can't say the word on here. But you have it to the lowest level since 1900. We love Pam, and she will be transitioning to a much-needed and important new job in the private sector. To be announced at a date in the near future, our Deputy Attorney General and our very talented, respected legal mind, Todd Blanche, will step in to serve as Acting Attorney General. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. And one thing about it that I do have to say, just being real, just being honest, is that, hey, not even trying to be funny and just being real with y'all, I just look at the simple fact, y'all, that, it's one of those things, y'all. It's one of those things. You have, different people that are common and say this. Ty, like you have a comment here, Ty was the real AG. You have comments saying good, people need to give her due, saying that basically she did good, within a lot of